Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today's review is Survivor Series 2001, and your opening contest is for the WWE European Championship between Al Snow and Christian. At last, he's on his own, or so his theme music says. And it starts out quick with Christian trying to clothesline Al with the go behind, drop toe hold takedown, and it really irritates Christian in a lot of ways. But then Christian gets the advantage, and then he tries to Irish whip Al into the turnbuckle, but Al goes underneath Christian's legs, turns it into a back suplex, and Al Snow is in control with a headlock takeover. But then Christian gets knees and forearms in and really starts to take control of the match. What and uses quick covers, 1, 2, no good. And the whole crux of the evening is the ECW WCW alliance versus the WWE in a winner takes all matchup. But anyway, Al eventually gets the upper hand and is chasing Christian around the ring, and then Christian kicks him in the face. But Al again gets the reversal where he takes advantage, hits the snowplow, which is his finishing move. 1, 2, and then Christian puts his foot on the rope. Al thought he should have won because that's his finishing move. He again gets in Christian's way with the reversal. Christian then hits the unprettier 1, 2, 3, wins the match, and is still your WWE European Champion. And we'll move on to our next match at Survivor Series 2001. Your next contest is William Regal, WCW Commissioner, versus Tajiri, the WCW Cruiserweight Champion. However, Tajiri represents the WWE, Regal represents the Alliance. And this match starts out with kicks from Tajiri, and then Regal catches his leg, palm thrust him, and then Tajiri kicks him a couple more times. And then Regal gets the advantage with knees and European uppercuts. And then tries to throw Tajiri into the turnbuckle. He misses him on the inbound, and Tajiri hooks him up in the tarantula. And then Tajiri gets over aggressive after the ref makes him stop. He gets all tied up in the ropes, and then Regal viciously has him by the legs, and the ref counts 1, 2, 3, 4 as if he's going to disqualify him. Lets Tajiri out, and then Regal tries to go get him, and he gets knocked down, and then they do the traditional double 10 count, which again they don't do enough in today's wrestling. But then if I saw it so often, I'd be sick of it again. And so the match continues, and Tajiri doesn't even get the chance to use his mist as they go back and forth. And then Regal hits Tajiri with a double underhook power bomb, stacks him up 1, 2, 3. Your winner of the match, the WCW Commissioner, William Regal. And we now reach our third match of the evening, our first unification bout for the WWE no, for the WWE Intercontinental Championship and the WCW United States Championship, with your WWE Intercontinental Champion being Test and your WCW United States Champion being Edge, even though they're representing the other side. I find that quite funny. So the match starts with your traditional collar and elbow tie up, and this is a bit of a different one because he backs Edge into the corner, but when the ref tells him to break, he does. And I guess that's just confidence coming from Test. And so the match begins, and Test is on a roll. And every time Edge tries to take a comeback, it doesn't go very well as it gets stopped after a brief momentum swing. And then Test throws Edge to the outside, or they get to the outside, puts him on the barricade. I believe it's twice, but I can't remember for sure. And he puts Edge back into the ring. Edge gets a little bit of offense going, and Test is on the outside, and he does the baseball slide into the barricade. Turnabout is fair play, and so the match continues, and Test gets the upper hand again, and he's really enjoying himself because he has the upper hand for quite a while. He whips Test in, follows him in with the clothesline, does the spot where he's on the ropes, but he's got his foot on his throat. The ref counts 1, 2, 3, 4. He's just in control to the point where he's got a chin lock on Edge. Now, this is very rare He's got a chin lock on Edge and makes the referee do the 1, 2, and then Edge does the comeback spot. And so he gets power slammed again off of that. 1, 2, no. And then Edge goes for, or excuse me, Pest goes and tries to suplex Edge. Edge comes out the other side. They have a rights and lefts exchange. He ducks under the clothesline with one of his own. Edge has the upper hand. Tries to cover Test. No. And then Test once again takes advantage of an Edge mistake. Tries to hit him with the pump handle slam. It doesn't connect the first time. Edge makes a little mini comeback. It gets stalled out again. Test does hit the pump handle slam. 1, 2, no. So Test then goes and tries to hit him with the big boot. He misses. Edge goes for the spear. He misses. And so what ends up happening is Edge makes another comeback. He ducks under a clothesline. Does hit the spear. 1, 2, 3. Your unified WCW United States Champion and your WWE Intercontinental Champion is Edge. And we'll go to our next match here at Survivor Series 2001. Next matchup is for the unification of the WCW and WWE Tag Team titles between the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Hardy Boys, and the WCW Tag Team Champions, the Dudleys, brought to the ring by Stacy Keibler, which is important later. There's one WCW official on the outside, the WWE officials on the inside, and for some reason the steel cage match takes place under tag team rules, as at the beginning at least, the Hardys are tagging in and out while they're in control. And then the Dudleys take over and they're tagging in and out. And Devon hits his traditional spinning back elbow. And then from there, it breaks down. And they somehow forget that they're supposed to be tagging in and out. And the ref just lets go, which I don't understand because it's no count out, no disqualification, anyways. And so match continues. And the four men are at the top of the cage. And Matt Hardy a side Russian leg sweep to Devon, and to even it on the other side, there's a bubble bomb from the top of the cage on Jeff Hardy. And so this match continues, and the Dudleys severely get the upper hand as Matt gets tied up on the cage or near the cage, and both Bubba and Devon do a running splash move to Matt Hardy. But then the Hardys get the upper hand to the point where they got double uh, it's not emotions on Bubba and Devon. So this is a fast-paced match. And then the match continues. The Dudleys look like they're gonna win it because they've got Jeff Hardy down and Bubba pins him 1, 2. Matt comes flying across to disrupt the pin. And then the Hardys get their reversal in their turn. Back body dropping, drop kicks, and suplexes to the Dudleys. And again, they hit their moves on, I think it was Bubba. 1, 2, and then Devon comes across and he sprints across and he stops the count. And then there's the time when Matt Hardy got his leg caught up at the top of the cage, and they use this time to kind of slingshot into the cage and really take advantage of the fact that Matt Hardy is tied up. And this is a funny spot for me was Jeff Hardy's down and Bubba tries to do the seated senton. He misses. Jeff Hardy rolls. Devon tries to jump off the cage and he misses. This gives Matt enough time to climb up over the cage. He hits the floor, and Paul Heyman's going crazy telling us what a mistake this was by Matt Hardy. And then the Dudleys get the upper hand on Jeff, and Bubba, in a cage match, somehow tells Stacy Keibler to get the tables, and then she kind of flirts with Nick Patrick, gets the key, slides the table in there. This is all important. Jeff makes his comeback. He gets Bubba down. He knocks down Devon and starts climbing the cage. Devon puts himself on the table. This is very important. Devon puts himself on the table. Jeff is climbing to the top, and at first he's just sitting there, and then you Matt Hardy going absolutely crazy, telling him to climb over the cage. And Jeff hears the roar of the crowd, stands up, and tries a senton bomb off the cage. He misses, of course, because Devon put himself on the table. He rolled off. Bubba rolls over, crawls over, puts his arm over Jeff. One, two, three. The Dudley boys win. Your unified WWE and WCW tag team champions. It is now time for the immunity battle royal. Scotty Too Hottie getting ready for his match. Stopped by Test and gets beat up before he goes out there because Test is going into this immunity battle royal. In case you believe in foreshadowing, I'll just leave it at that. Test comes out with the rest of the alliance. And then the WWE guys come out, and Sean Stasiak gets thrown out in the first 5 minutes or 5 seconds like he's a bushwhacker. And so the immunity battle royal keeps going. And I'll just highlight some of the eliminations here. Uh, Hurricane gets eliminated by the APA as he's caught coming off the top rope by Farouk, dropped on the rope, and then clotheslined over by Bradshaw. And Taz eliminates both. Oh, that's right. Taz came in after everybody got in the ring. I don't know why he was allowed to enter late, but anyway, Taz eliminates both Spike Dudley and Crash Holly, which is quite funny. And so the match continues. We get down to the final four. It's Test, the one Billy Gunn, Bradshaw, and who was the fourth one again? I forget. Match it just finished. But anyways, the two of them are fighting against the rope, and Test goes and puts over the top rope. So it's down to him and Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn kicks him, goes for the famous or misses. Test hits him with a big boot, knocks him over. Test is your winner of the Immunity Battle Royal at Survivor Series 01. Now it's time for the six-pack challenge for the Women's Championship. On one side, you have Trish Stratus, Jacqueline, and Lita for the WWE. And for the WCW, they selected Mighty Molly, Jazz, and Ivory. Now, this starts out as a traditional six-pack challenge as Jazz comes in, does the sidewalk slam to Lita, gets the upper hand, double arms, underhook suplex by Jazz, and then Lita gets on the offense, and then there's tags to with a Huracan Rana, and then there's tags to Jacqueline and Mighty Molly, and they go back and forth for a few minutes, and then it all breaks down when the tag goes to Trish Stratus, and she gets a beatdown from the three Alliance ladies, and then all six women are in the ring, and they're all hitting moves. And the first time, Lita and Jacqueline decide to team up with a little poetry in motion, but instead of the two legs, it's a clothesline from Lita. And the second time, Jacqueline sets her up for the poetry in motion. She gives her a clothesline. And then Lita's back on the offense. She gets back body dropped over the top rope. And Jazz goes outside with her because she gets duped by Trish Stratus, who's still in the ring. And then it's just her and Ivory. And she's got her in a side headlock. She goes up and over, lands on her feet, and then lands the Stratus faction. 1, 2, 3 year new women's champion is Trish Stratus. So I'm guessing she's safe. Whether the Alliance or the WWE wins tonight, let's keep going with the show. All right, guys, it's time for the main event. So big that I had to change my shirt. It's for all the marbles. Team Alliance is Shane McMahon, Kurt Angle, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Booker T, and Rob Van Dam. And Team WWF or WWE is Big Show, Rock, Kane, Undertaker, and Jericho. So it starts with Austin getting the upper hand on The Rock as they start the match, but WWE quickly takes over after tags between Rock, Kane, and Undertaker. They keep getting pins after tags and Angle, and Angle gets the upper hand with a couple of kicks and forearms, tags in Booker, and every time the WWE even goes for a pinfall, whether it be off a shoulder block or anything else, Shane McMahon jumps in and breaks it up at 2. And he does this like 5 times each time. JR is getting more and more aggravated because Shane keeps stepping in there. And Paul Heyman's sitting there laughing. This is why the Alliance is going to win ECW and WCW Raw tomorrow and all this stuff. And then Kurt Angle's in there and he gets beat up a bit. And then they tag in the Big Show, who comes in and cleans house on all five Alliance members. But he then takes the Angle Slam, typical Big Show do all the work, take the Angle Slam. Then the tag is made, and then Booker comes in and does the scissor kick. Tag to RVD, 5-star frog splash. And then Shane McMahon gets tagged in, hits the elbow drop for the 1-2-3. Of course, the boy Wonder's going to get the pinfall. It's 4-3. And he's doing the Shane O'Mac shuffle, which is a mistake because then the Undertaker comes in and Shane gets toyed with basically. And they hit 3 or 4 finishing moves on him. He gets taken out 1-2-3. All of a sudden, we're 4-on-4 in this pivotal sports entertainment altering match. And then when it's 4-on-4, Kane comes in, gets hit with gets knocked down, and then he gets up. There's a bit of a melee. He gets knocked down again, hit with the 5-star frog splash. And then RVD, as soon as the melee keeps going, he gets goozled and he nails Kane again, goes back to the top rope, hits him with his boot on the chin. 1-2-3, out goes Kane. RVD puts the Alliance up 4-3. Now the WWE seems to be in peril as they are down to Undertaker, Rock, and Jericho versus Booker T, RVD, Kurt Angle, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. So the match continues. The Undertaker then comes in. He starts cleaning house, choke slam, big bliss stuff. Eventually, he gets worked over by the Alliance in the corner because they push him back in the corner and they work on him 3-on-1. He again tries to make a comeback, walks into a Stone Cold Stunner. 1-2-3. The Undertaker's out. Now, this is interesting because it's now 4-on-2 with Angle, Austin, Booker, and Van Dam versus Rock and Jericho. And Rock and Jericho don't really get along. And eventually it gets to the point where Rock gets thrown into the ring post. Jericho's taking an absorbent amount of punishment because the Alliance is tagging in and out. And then, so Booker accidentally runs into his teammate on the apron. 1-2-3. There it is. It's now 3-on-2. And in comes, I believe it's Van Dam, who comes in and beats on Jericho some more. They get the tag, and The Rock comes in, and so Booker's been rolled up. He's out. So it's Angle, Austin, and Booker. Booker then gets beat up. They're going back and forth. Booker misses his move. He gets rock bottomed. 1-2. Wait, no, that's not how it works. Yeah, it is. Got rock bottom. 1-2-3. Sorry, I apologize. And so the match continues. It's now Rock and Jericho versus Angle and Austin. And so the WWE gets the upper hand as Austin's recovering. Kurt Angle eventually gets put in the sharpshooter by The Rock. P.S. The Rock doesn't know how to do the sharpshooter. And Angle taps out quickly, and I'm getting a little suspicious here. But anyway, it's 2-on-1, and they're accusing Austin of being the traitor all night on the Alliance because Vince McMahon earlier in the night said he had a 6-on-4 advantage. But Austin doesn't give up, so it's not Austin that's the traitor. As he gets knocked off the top rope trying to superplex Jericho. Jericho gets the advantage on Austin. But however, Austin was almost put in the walls of Jericho. But then when Austin gets the reversal and Jericho tries to get the roll up pin, Austin blocks him 1-2-3. So now we're down to Rock and Austin, which it's two WWE guys in a ECW versus WWE match. You figured the last one would have been like Booker or something just for take. But anyway, it's Rock and Austin, and they go to the outside. Rock again gets his head smashed against the ring apron, the steel stairs, and the table. And then he throws Austin over the table in a reversal. with a bunch of punches, rolls him back in the ring. Austin takes the advantage again, hits the Rock bottom. 1, 2, Rock kicks out. Rock gets the advantage, lights up Austin, hits him with the Stone Cold Stunner. 1, 2, same thing. Austin goes out, knocks out Nick Patrick, throws him out of the ring, and the match continues. Now, why is this important? Because Earl Hebner then comes into the ring and gets knocked down in a collision with, I believe it was Rock. But, anyways, Hebner goes down. Patrick's out of the ring. Austin hits another stunner on the Rock, but there's no referee. So Austin grabs Hebner, pulls him back in the ring. In the meantime, Angle comes back out, hits Austin with the WWE Championship right into the Rock's rock bottom. Hebner doesn't see a thing. 1, 2, 3. The Rock and the WWE beat the Alliance, ending the storyline at Survivor Series 2001. And that is also the end of this review. So until next time, may your ego come from a place that keeps you humble. I'm Mo Money. Bomba out.